Have you ever wondered how our love for games has evolved throughout history? It's a fascinating journey, one that takes us back to the very dawn of civilization. Games, in their rudimentary forms, have been a part of human culture for thousands of years. They've served as an essential tool for entertainment, competition, and even learning. Picture this. You're in ancient Egypt around 5,000 years ago. The hot desert sun is setting and you're huddled with friends around a board game called Senet. It's a strategic game, one that requires careful planning and a touch of luck. This game, much like life itself, was a blend of skill and chance, teaching us early lessons about the unpredictability of our existence. Fast forward a few centuries to the land of India, where the game of chess was born. Chess, a game of pure strategy and intellect, took the world by storm. It was a game that transcended cultures and societies, becoming a universal language of sorts. It taught us the importance of thinking ahead, of anticipating our opponent's moves, and the sweet taste of victory when our strategy paid off. These games were not just pastimes. They were tools that shaped our minds, honed our strategies, and brought us together. They were the precursors to the games we know and love today. Games were a reflection of the society that created them. They embodied the values, the struggles, and the triumphs of their time. But as societies grew and technology advanced, so did our games. They evolved from simple board games to complex simulations, from physical contests to digital showdowns. They began to incorporate elements of fantasy, adventure, and otherworldly exploration. They started to tell stories, to create worlds, and to challenge our perceptions. So games have been a part of human culture since time immemorial, but the real revolution began with the advent of technology. And with this revolution, the world of games was about to change forever. We were no longer just players, we were becoming architects of our own digital playgrounds. With the arrival of the digital age, games took a significant leap forward. Suddenly, the playing field was no longer confined to physical boards or arenas, but expanded into the limitless realm of pixels and code. This was a time of pioneering, a time when the foundations of what we now know as video games were being laid. The early days of video gaming were marked by simplicity, yet they carried the spark of something revolutionary. Take, for instance, Pong, a game so simple its entire premise could be summarized in 3 words: digital table tennis. But don't let the simplicity fool you. Pong was a game changer, the first of its kind to popularize the video game format, paving the way for the industry as we know it today. Then there was Zork, a game that traded graphics for text, inviting players to use their imagination to navigate its intricate world. Zork was a stark contrast to Pong, offering an immersive narrative experience that was more akin to reading a book than playing a game. It was a testament to the versatility of the medium, showing us that video games could be more than just mindless entertainment. They could be a form of interactive storytelling. The impact of these early games cannot be overstated. They didn't just change the landscape of entertainment, they shaped it, molding it into something new and exciting. They showed us that games could be digital, that they could be played on screens, that they could tell stories and engage us in ways we never thought possible. But this was just the beginning. The advent of video games opened up a world of possibilities, and developers were quick to explore them. New genres were born, new techniques were developed, and video games started to evolve at a rapid pace. These games were just the beginning of a new era, and soon the gaming industry was about to experience a seismic shift. The digital revolution had begun, and games were at the forefront, powering up for a future that was only limited by the boundaries of imagination. The 80s and 90s presented a golden age for video games. During this era, the gaming landscape was transformed as technology advanced and home consoles emerged. The living room became the new arcade, and the pixelated characters on our TV screens became household names. Nintendo, a company hailing from Japan, released the Nintendo Entertainment System in the mid-80s. This console, also known as the NES, brought gaming into our homes, making it an integral part of our everyday lives. It introduced us to the mushroom-chomping, Koopa-stomping plumber Super Mario. Super Mario Bros. Wasn't just a game, it was an adventure that took us through warp pipes and against fire-breathing dragons, shaping our understanding of what a game could be. But it wasn't just about Mario. The NES also brought us The Legend of Zelda, a game that allowed us to explore vast landscapes, solve intricate puzzles, and embark on epic quests. Link, the green-clad hero, became a symbol of courage and determination. The Legend of Zelda demonstrated the narrative potential of games, proving they could tell stories as compelling as any book or film. Meanwhile, Sega entered the scene with their speedy blue mascot, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic's fast-paced gameplay and cool attitude were a stark contrast to Mario's methodical platforming, showing us that games could cater to different playstyles and preferences. These iconic games weren't just fun to play, they were defining what gaming could and would be. They pushed the boundaries, challenged our expectations, and expanded our imaginations. They showed us that games could be more than simple entertainment. They could be a form of art, a mode of storytelling, a test of skill, and a way to connect with others. This era of innovation and creativity wasn't just a golden age because of the games it produced, but also because of the foundations it laid. It shaped the industry and the gaming community, setting the stage for even greater advancements in the future. The golden age set the foundation for what was yet to come, a future where games would become more than just a pastime. The turn of the millennium brought with it a new frontier for gaming, the internet. As we stepped into the 21st century, the world of gaming underwent a significant transformation. The internet, with its ability to connect people across the globe, paved the way for a new era in the gaming industry, the rise of online gaming. Suddenly, games were no longer a solitary pursuit or limited to a local multiplayer experience. With the advent of online gaming, the playground became global. Gamers, once confined to their living rooms, could now compete or collaborate with others, irrespective of geographical boundaries. This global connectivity brought forth a whole new dimension to gaming, the multiplayer online experience. Games like World of Warcraft and League of Legends capitalized on this new opportunity. They offered rich, immersive worlds where players could interact, compete, and form alliances with fellow gamers from around the world. But the impact of online gaming wasn't just confined to the gaming experience itself. It had a ripple effect that reached far beyond, birthing an entirely new segment in the entertainment industry, esports. Esports, or competitive gaming, grew out of the multiplayer online gaming culture. It transformed gaming from a pastime into a professional sport. Gamers were no longer just players. They became athletes competing in global tournaments, watched by millions of viewers worldwide. The rise of online gaming also created a new community, a new culture. It brought gamers together, fostering friendships and rivalries alike. It gave rise to streaming platforms where gamers could share their experiences, strategies, and triumphs. It created a space where the shared love for gaming could thrive. In essence, the advent of online gaming revolutionized the way we play. It expanded the reach of games, making them more accessible, more competitive, and more social. Online gaming opened up a world of possibilities, but the evolution of games was far from over. Fast forward to today, and games have become a cultural phenomenon. They're no longer just a means of passing time or an escape into fantastical worlds. They've evolved into powerful platforms for storytelling, artistry, and social connection, permeating nearly every facet of popular culture. Take a look at the music industry. Artists are now hosting virtual concerts in games like Fortnite, reaching millions of fans in a way that was unthinkable a few years ago. Or how about fashion? We're seeing digital clothing lines designed exclusively for avatars in virtual worlds, blurring the line between reality and the digital realm. And then we have the rise of streaming and content creation. Platforms like Twitch and YouTube have fostered a community of creators who share their gaming experiences with the world. These streamers and YouTubers have become celebrities in their own right, amassing legions of fans and influencing the gaming trends. Moreover, games have also become a tool for connecting people around the globe. Games like Among Us have taken the world by storm, as players strategize and socialize with friends and strangers alike, regardless of geographical boundaries. This sense of global camaraderie has been especially meaningful in a time where physical distances have become more pronounced than ever. But it's not just about the fun and games. There's a growing recognition of the educational potential of gaming. Teachers are incorporating games into their curriculum to engage students in a more interactive learning experience. Games are being leveraged to teach everything from history and science to problem solving and teamwork. In essence, gaming has become an integral part of our daily lives and cultural discourse. It's a medium that allows us to express our creativity, connect with people across continents, and even learn new things in an engaging way. Today, games are more than just entertainment. They're a platform for social interaction, creativity, and even education. So, what's next for the world of games? That's the question on everyone's mind as we delve into the future of gaming. As technology continues to evolve at a breakneck pace, it's clear that our gaming experiences will become even more immersive and interactive. The advent of virtual reality, or VR, has already started to blur the boundaries between the real and the virtual. With VR, gamers aren't just playing a game, they're living it. They're exploring alien worlds, fighting off mythical creatures, and experiencing stories in a way that was once the stuff of science fiction. Augmented reality, or AR, takes a different approach, overlaying the game onto our physical world. This technology has the potential to transform everyday spaces into playgrounds, turning a simple walk in the park into an epic quest. Games like Pokémon Go have given us a glimpse of this future, encouraging physical activity and exploration in a fun and engaging way. But the future of gaming isn't just about VR and AR. We're also seeing the rise of the metaverse, a collective virtual shared space that's created by the convergence of virtually enhanced physical reality and physically persistent virtual reality. This concept, popularized by books and films like Ready Player One, could revolutionize not just gaming but our entire digital lives. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is another game changer. AI can create more challenging and adaptive gameplay, delivering a unique experience to every player. It can also help developers to create larger, more detailed, and more immersive worlds. However, as we step into this exciting future, it's important to consider the ethical implications. How do we ensure that these technologies are used responsibly? How do we protect the privacy and safety of gamers? And how do we ensure that gaming remains accessible and inclusive for all? There's also the potential for games to become powerful learning tools. By making learning fun and interactive, games can foster creativity, problem-solving skills, and a love for learning. The future of gaming is bright and full of possibilities. As technology evolves, so will our games, continuing to shape our society in ways we can only begin to imagine. From ancient board games to the virtual realities of the future, games have come a long way. They've morphed from simple pastimes on dusty boards to immersive worlds in the digital space, each era pushing the boundaries of imagination and technology. Games have always been a mirror to our society, reflecting our desires, fears, and dreams. They've taught us, challenged us, and connected us across continents. We've seen the rise and fall of empires in chess, the thrill of exploration in Zork, and the birth of new realities in virtual and augmented games. And let's not forget those games that encouraged us to step outside, to explore our world anew. As we venture towards uncharted territories, we carry the legacy of those who paved the way. We shape and are shaped by the games we play, creating and experiencing stories that transcend the ordinary. As we look forward to the future of gaming, one thing is clear: our love for games is a game that never ends.